Hey Lindsay! Today is story time with words. One day, when I think I was like 4, my sister's friend came over and she brought these wonderful smelling beans. Better than candy, and candy was my favorite thing ever. She had enough to share, so she gave us each one. What was the first thing I did? I popped it straight into my mouth and started chewing. Something that smelled that good had to taste good, right? Wrong. It turns out the beans were coffee beans. They did not taste like candy in the slightest. It tasted like dirt. Major ick. I rushed to the sink and tried to spit it out, but the taste wouldn't go away. My mom was concerned with the retching noises I was making, but my sister told her what happened. She was assured I wasn't gonna die, but it didn't feel like that to me. I brushed my teeth and rinsed with some water, and that helped for the most part, but the memory was still etched into my mind for all eternity. As a result, I never really gotten into coffee. Fast forward to now, 14 years later. I get to college, and one of the first things I have to do is find a work-study job. I heard about this student coffee house and was like, okay, that would be kind of cool, so I applied. That was Wednesday. I had an interview on Thursday, and I got a call on Friday. They were like, you're hired! Shut the front door. That's fantabulous. That's what I wanted to say. I think it probably said something like, oh, that's great, thanks. Training was on Saturday. We started off with the register and then how to brew just a basic pot of coffee. Then we went to espresso. This is where things get bad. They had us taste a bit of a shot that was bad and one that was good. I dipped a spoon into it and got a little bit of the foam. I couldn't really tell the difference, but I guess one was slightly less bitter. They kept going on and explaining and having us practice. Then I noticed my heart was beating faster. Nerves, I guess. Next I started to feel hot, even with the full-on air conditioning. Maybe I was getting sick. Orientation has been long and I hadn't been sleeping much. Oh well, I could last another hour of training, right? I noticed I couldn't really hear properly, like I had been at a Screamo concert and blasted out my eardrums for 5 hours. Then my vision started to go. Seriously, there was like a black haze and I couldn't see anything. Maybe I was having a heart attack. Was that even possible? Maybe a migraine? But it was almost my turn. Whatever it was, I'd hoped it would go away. Somehow I managed to pull a shot. Very badly, mind you, but I didn't break the machine or burn myself. They were moving on to the next girl. Excuse me, I asked. Can I go to the restroom? I don't know if they noticed I couldn't really stand straight, but one of the girls who was teaching us, Kopi, offered to go with me. We walked outside. Are you okay? She asked. Golly, I don't know how crazy I sounded. I can't really see anything. She looked alarmed. She sat me down and gave me some water. That helped a bit. Then my hands and feet started tingling. They were like swelling and I couldn't move them at all. I can't really feel my hands at all. What? I feel sorry for this poor girl. Kopi went to get the personnel manager, Jacqueline. My stomach started to hurt. Right when she got there, I puked up my lunch. Most awkward thing of my life. Senior taking care of the freshy noob who can't handle coffee. Shuzbutt. But hey, I didn't die. And I could see again, so that's a plus. And I did get to ride in the little police cart. Check that off the bucket list. Remember that chair from the beginning? Yeah, well, I bought it, and my dad was like, oh, no problem, you can set it up. There was so many, instructions and labels, and it was all organized, but I still did it wrong. These little round things were around here, right here, and I didn't know they were supposed to stay there. I mean, I couldn't get them in with it on, so I just took them off. That was wrong. Darn it like a sock. Apparently, I was supposed to just force the wheels in. Staples, you are a liar, that was not easy. Now I have a chair whose wheels sporadically fall off. Fail!